Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching The Breakfast Show. The National Alliance for Civil Development has launched the Shoulder to Shoulder initiative. Among the aspects covered under the initiative is securing food needs as we approach the holy fasting month of Ramadan, where Muslims abstain from eating and drinking during the day and break their fast by sunset. The National Alliance for Civil Development is working to provide and pack 4 million cartons of foodstuffs to distribute to 4 million Egyptian families, for the most vulnerable families in all parts of Egypt. And to shed more light on the initiative, we have with us live over the phone Dr. Amany Hola, the president of the Egyptian Center for Community Services. A very good morning to you, Dr. Amany, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning to you and to your dear audience.
Thank you, Dr. Amany. Happy upcoming Ramadan. Can you shed more light, please, on the Shoulder to Shoulder initiative?
Every day they are actually making some new and very strong initiatives to support needy people, especially in Upper Egypt and rural areas. This idea actually is very great in comparison with the other ideas. Also, it will help needy people, our traditional way of Ramadan of celebrating using different kinds of food in to break the fasting time. So actually I feel so happy for this initiative. I hope people can be just more wise in consuming the food in Ramadan.
Right. Dr. Amany, how do you weigh the role of the presidential initiatives in boosting the country's economic process and in providing a decent life for all Egyptians?
They are working hard, actually, in different aspects, including and understanding the mentality and way of thinking of the Egyptian people, especially in these holidays. So actually, I hope we can just make it in a right way by using the ID number of the people to make sure of the fair distribution of this kind of support.
Yes, and Dr. Amany, how do you see the role of civil society activities in providing Egyptians with a decent life? Civil society.
Yeah, we are trying to work hard in parallel with the governmental sector support to help infiltration and in direction of the help to the most needy people, and to make sure that they can reach to the deepest point in all the rural areas. Also, there are different kind of help we can also share, like supporting vocational work, improving the skills of the people, especially the most needy people like women and handicapped and children. For the NGOs having the the human touch and the deep understanding of people who papers cannot tell if we are just working as official and governmental way.
Yes.
We need to work together to achieve the best results.
Right. I'm Dr. Amany, and you are the president of the Egyptian Center for Community Services. Could you tell us about the role that your NGO is playing now ahead of Ramadan, and are you a part of this National Alliance for Civil Development, which is working to, cover the needs of the most vulnerable families?
We are trying to help, but in our way, because my organization chose from the beginning to have a different way of help and supporting people by helping them in finding job opportunities and improve their skills and give them vocational training and open some small projects for them. Unfortunately, most people in Ramadan think of just waiting for donations and not thinking of working harder. They prefer to postpone any efforts after Ramadan. We are trying to convince them they can make very good results in Ramadan and try to use their time instead of just postponing everything after Ramadan.
Yeah. So what are the most important charity organizations or civil society organizations, Dr. Amany, that provide for the less privileged citizens and that are part of this campaign of the National Alliance for Civil Development?
Now we can say that it's one of the best time of cooperation between all the organizations in Egypt. Really, I can say that. But I hope we add just the networking system in one network of all the, including all the ID numbers of the whole citizens, to make sure that to avoid double donations and unfair distribution.
Right. And the significance, Dr. Amany, of charity associations in cementing social ties among people. How do you see that? I mean, the role played by the NGOs in supporting the most vulnerable families, how would that help in cementing social ties across the society, Dr. Amany?
Of course, it's very important, and it improves a lot. We can see the community peace and the feeling of safety from people, especially who are facing bigger problems and waiting for help and support of the others. We are trying to make sure that everyone receives what he needs. It's not only giving donations or some commodities, but to understand the condition of people and to customize the help according to the needs.
Right. And Dr. Amany, back to the initiative that we are covering here today in our program, the Shoulder to Shoulder initiative. How do you see this specific initiative and the overall initiatives that feature a combined work or joint cooperation between the government and NGOs with the aim, again, of supporting the most vulnerable?
We can say that there is a kind of integration between different ideas to fulfill all the needs, as if we are tailoring according to different needs and different areas and different way of thinking the support we can provide, especially, and for example, because of the holy month, they start to tailor the support according to the needs. And later and before, we have other kinds of support like مستورة، تكافل وكرامة، حياة كريمة, أمان. يعني they made a lot of different ideas to fulfill all the needs of people, which is something I appreciate very much.
Right. And Dr. Amany, could you tell us about your plans at the Egyptian Center for Community Services for the month of Ramadan? Any special programs or plans?
Actually, we are still working on our way. We are trying to make some vocational training even in Ramadan to convince people the work or the value of work should never be stopped or be postponed, and we can have very a good time by organizing our time and understanding the value of work and the value of time in every time, not trying to just have fun or enjoy the time without using the best out of it.
And finally, Dr. Amany, youth are always an integral part of any activity. So the youth are the ones playing the bigger role here in the Shoulder to Shoulder initiative, and I'm sure in activities organized by the Egyptian Center for Community Services. And what's happening is conducted by the youth and also for the benefit of the youth. Could you shed light on that? I mean, youth are working for their own cause.
They are our power. If we understand that 65% of this nation we are a young nation actually. 65% of the people are in the age of youth. So they are in the cadre anyway, either by being the target or by using their ambitious power to help as volunteer work or even as organized help to implement the ideas.
All right, Dr. Amany Hola, the president of the Egyptian Center for Community Services, thank you for your time and insight. Dear viewers, my dear colleague Amal Mukhtar will be here after this short break to talk about Women's Month, if I may say so, March, with the International Women's Day on the 8th, Egypt's Women's Day on the 16th, Mother's Day on the 21st. So please stay with us, do not go away.